Race of the day. Great work down here by our crew. Well done, hamiltonmcc.org.nz. Thank you, Hamilton Motorcycle Club, for the invite. An absolute privilege and honour to be here today, especially watching racing as great as we have. F1 Engineering. Thank you, Steve. Love all your work. Yes, indeed, folks. If you want to know all about the world of post-classics, or classics for that matter, or even modern bikes, if you've got something to make, if you want something to go fast, if you want to get it dynoed, if you want to just do something on your bike that's different, talk to Steve about it. The man passionate about the sport. He's had another fantastic year of Bears racing, because he loves his Bears machinery, of course, with Ducatis and other brands that he's piloted, and he's had another exceptional year. I saw his Facebook post up at the moment, and of course goes all the way to the Sound of Thunder down in Ruapuna in February of each year, and does Central Sound of Thunder as well at Manfield, and just with other events through Bears racing and post classics. He certainly is to the top of his game, so well done. A man who goes and shows what he does on the in his workshop is reflected in his good results on the racetrack, so well done, Mr. Steve Bridge from F1 Engineering, going for it in the post-classics. And here we are, Dennis, another good race out there going on.
Certainly, and as you say with Steve Bridge, I've actually admired that guy, watching him race over the last few seasons. He's quite amazing when he puts his mind to it and gets going. He's just about unbeatable.
Yeah. For me, it's always been a case of I just love his machinery as well. It's just world-class, man. What he can do with the Ducati, I'm sure the Italians will be proud of him.
Well, aren't we lucky with the people we've got? You know, when you look at people like him and Ken McIntosh and, you know, several other people around, that what they can do to machinery that makes some of the New Zealand machinery actually better than the rest of the world. You know, I like John Seady's comment that he made when he was here at Classic Festival a few years ago, and he said he had never seen anywhere in the world so many Manx Nortons going so fast.
Oh, wow.
And that was all thanks to Ken McIntosh.
Yeah. Well, Ken was a guest at our table last weekend at the Hall of Fame dinner in Wellington, because he brought the Roger Threef bike down, because Roger posthumously has been inducted into the Hall of Fame, and to have his two sons stand up there, and two sons I've never met. What an honour. But the highlight of Roger's family was actually his 94-year-old mother. What an absolute gem. She had the house in raptures, and she wasn't trying to be funny. She was just so hearty and so loving and so honest that it was almost a standing ovation for her. So what a very special night for, and it was the Ken McIntosh that you prompted there, because that Ken McIntosh bike was certainly one of Roger's top machines.
But this is what the motorcycle racing fraternity is all about. I can remember in the days of like Len Perry and old Jeannie's wife. She was a character in her own right, even though Len was as well. You know, Jean would have been in the same sort of light. You know, I think if you'd given her a microphone and put her up there,
yeah.
Mind you, might have found out some few home truths about Len as well. Mind you, he'd tell you anyway.
Yeah, you have to. Yes, had the privilege of doing an interview with him many years ago in my commentary, and of course son Jeff we lost far too young, so it's another whole story in itself, but luckily we remember him at the Auckland TT event each year with the Jeff Perry Memorial Trophy. Back to our racing here at the moment. Mark Hatton and Juan Louis out there, both of them on senior bikes, are very similar, and Mark and Jan, of course, have done a lot of good racing together, and this is proving to be another example of it. Nothing between them. Remember last time we watched it, and what was the final margin? 0.333 from memory, so a third of 1 second, and at no stage during the race I think Jan put his wheel in front of Mark, so he tried but just couldn't get there. Could he get off the line a little bit better? Maybe it's the start. Is that what he's got to practice? Because I get the idea that once he could get past him, I think the boot would be on the other foot, and Mark wouldn't be able to get back past him, Dennis.
Yeah, I think you're right too. I never sort of realised that, because I sort of seen Mark riding quite some time, and you know, the name sort of sticks out, and when you see someone else coming along and starting to give him a little bit of a hurry along.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, trying to have a go around the outside. Always got to love that. That's the Jacob Stroud move. We've been talking about that in the other junior racing today, but in this case it's the post-classics, and can't quite get away with it as we head around to turn 4 and do that sort of that double corner. Always thought it was one until I had the opportunity to actually go around there in a motor vehicle and see that there's that second kink within the kink, so it actually is sort of like double apex, as well as the way that it comes wide from there, and just as you think you're getting out of that one, you then got to start the manoeuvre to come through on the inside. Look what Tony Rees did at that point of the track during NZSBK when he did a big off. So this is going to be the highlight of the day. Standing ovation here.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the pleasure of actually having Hamish come up here to have a talk to us. Connor's just brought him up here, and I'll turn this over to Neil. He's going to love this.
Oh, I am personally, that's from there. What was the secret today, Hamish, mate? You started the day, 4th place you qualified. You followed that man yesterday to get a few tips. If ever there was the ultimate pupil, you did it for Connor today. Well done.
Oh yeah, thank you, Neil. I'm pretty fortunate. I've got awesome teachers, and I think I even learnt the most in the first and second Supersport 300 race. Just following those guys and the lines that they run was really, really helpful. And so once I got around Jesse, I was sort of put all that training to use and just tried to keep it on 2 wheels.
What do you think today's done for you as far as road racing is concerned? One day. We talk about other people. It takes a season to do what you've done in one day today.
It's just confidence.
Yeah.
I sort of coming into the weekend, Jacob smoked me all year really, and I didn't know if I could do it, and I've just proven to myself that I can. So yeah,
that's the key word. You've proven to yourself. So mate, now the world's your oyster. Right, where to from here? What do you want to do?
We'll see what's the go for nationals on the road bikes. At the moment, I'm just focusing on the National Enduro Championship. So 3 more rounds of that to go, and then some more cross country races.
All right. So what bike do you ride in the enduros?
I just ride a little Suzuki Rnd1 she's old, but
oh, nice.
700 hours on
700 hours. Mr. Suzuki himself would be proud of that one.
Yeah.
Well done. So how important is the crossover for you?
Oh, very important. I felt the bike slide a couple of times today, and
you knew exactly what to do.
Yeah, that's normal on a dirt bike. You're constantly sliding, so it all feels pretty natural. The sliding and the wiggling around. So yeah.
So you got a Facebook page? Not yet, because I was going to say, because I'm not following you, but mate, as soon as you do, I want to be there, and please do so. Your enduros, when's your next one of those?
I think it's in a couple of weeks down in Martinborough. So.
I've been to a Martinborough enduro, mate. That guy, they know how to make a toughie down there.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry.
Beautiful country, got some good hills and some good
roads. Yeah, dead right. Yeah. All right, so we're just on our last lap here at the moment. Let's just watch this one at this stage, and we're going to come back to Hamish. Don't go away, but we're joined here by Hamish Fox. So Mark Hatton, Joanne Louis out there with Kerry Chapman. So here we are now with Craig Green, Nigel Lennox, the high ropes access man, John Roper, and Craig Peebles in there for our update. So F1 engineering in our post-classics today. Let's hope that can grow at this stage. White flag for these guys, and still those boys out in front, Mark and Gian, and the margin 0.362. We talked about the finish last time was a 333. It was 0.333, 1/3 of 1 second. How long does it take you to click your fingers, folks? Well, it was about that long, and here they are coming down the straight here for the final time into the flip-flop, and there we go. It's the left and then into the right, and going to see whether we can see the change here. Mark, Gian, and we come around the corner. Or Gianni swings wide and then try and cut up on the inside. Maybe it's where to go. There'll be about 2 bike lengths in it. In the end we go, and there is nothing. In fact, in the end it's 0.191, so less than 1/5 of 1 second out there, and Mark Hatton does it again. So we're back here at the moment with our interview. Connor has brought Hamish up to join us. Hamish, what about road racing? Where did it come from? What the idea?
Oh, it's all from this man here, Connor London. He had a bike and wanted to put some young guy on it, and not sure I fit the young category, but he put me on it, and it's gone from there. It's a really, really awesome team that Connor's put together. We've got myself on the 400, Connor on the super bike, and now 2 600 races too. We've all had success across the country in the national series and the tri series, so hopefully keep progressing through the team.
So do you want to sort of do a bit of that Brad Groombridge kind of thing, a bit of moto, a bit of cross country, a bit of enduro, a bit of road racing, so you never get bored in the sport, you mix it all up?
Oh, well, the more you ride, the better you get, I think, Neil. So different codes and everything. Yeah, I love it. I've been called New Zealand's slower Brad Groombridge before.
Ooh.
So we're going to work on changing that around. I managed to get out on Connor's superbike yesterday, actually. So, no Brad's riding the superbike now and doing really well, so I think I need to jump on one of them and race them head-to-head.
Oh, cool. All right, tell us about what happens Monday to Friday for Hamish Fox.
I just work in a sawmill, so I'm managing that from 7 to 5. And then home and work and...
Wicked.
Yeah, so.
And where's home, Hamish?
Pukekohe.
Well done.
So.
Folks, get used to this name, Hamish Fox. Personal congrats, Hamish. Get that Facebook page going. Get on board with this guy. Connor's leading you in the right direction. Hey, if we thought we had a great interview there before, how's this one, Dennis?
Oh, man, this guy's got everything, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is it Hamish coaching, or maybe this is something in the future? We're going to have the Connor London